And Mondaire, you know him, Alvin Bragg. And, what's your feeling as to his decision to do this, to go first, even given what he knew would be a perception among many, right? So maybe partisan in some cases, perception among many that this was not the first thing to go.
Largely a partisan consideration that people have been making with respect to, saying that this is attenuated, I think. Look, we should not be raising the bar for prosecution simply because he's a former president of the United States. I think if I had committed these crimes, or if someone else on set had committed these crimes, we wouldn't be second guessing, I think, Alvin in the way that. Do you
think, as if you were running for Congress, that anybody would have, no offense, but I'm saying Congress versus former president, anybody would have cared enough to look and pursue these crimes? You really believe that?
I do. I think if the evidence had been elicited in some way, that if the evidence was in the possession of a prosecuting authority, that plenty of people would have been prosecuted for this crime. Look, to your point, I've known Alvin for over a decade now. And I've made the point that Karen made earlier for a number of days now, which is that if Alvin Bragg were engaging in political persecution, he would have done the same thing in an easier case, frankly, that someone like Mark Pomerantz and Carrie Dunn resigned over. I mean, Mark Pomerantz famously wrote a book, arguably unethically so, in a tell-all about how,
he wanted to get Trump.
If he had been the DA, then he would have prosecuted Donald Trump for personal and business financial dealings. So that is consistent. What Alvin did in that case is consistent with what I know about him, which is he is someone who follows the facts and then applies the law. And he does not care about public opinion. I think that's what we want more district
attorneys. Maybe this country needs to have a broader conversation about, though. If we're going to keep saying that about people, maybe we shouldn't elect them affiliated with political parties to these positions. I mean,